Well, Leicester's Barinder Singh was a champion kickboxer, and after just one fight as a pure boxer, he'll now find himself in the ring with the former WBO middleweight champion Nigel Benn. This exhibition fight will take place at the Liquid and Envy nightclub here in Leicester on the 15th of December. More on that to come, but when I spoke to Barinder earlier, he reflected on his first ever boxing contest a few weeks ago, which gave him a points win over Sean Law.
I enjoyed it. It was a good experience, good fight for me to get back. I mean, it was a tough opponent. I gotta say, I think the nerves got to me a bit, so it kept me cautious rather than my normal take the guy out style. But to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm glad I went the distance, and I'm glad they didn't put someone in front of me who just, dropped in the first round.
And I'm glad you're probably glad you didn't have the cold you've got now as well.
Yeah, I know, I'm bunged up today. Sorry, sorry to the listeners if I sound.
But you were saying, but you were saying when you were doing kickboxing that when you entered the world title fight, you kind of thought you're going to knock them out. Were you a bit more cautious in your approach to this then, do you think?
I was definitely. I mean, when I fought Marty Cox Jr., the mistake, I only had 2-3 weeks training for it, and the mistake I made, and I was so sure I was just going to go in there and knock him out. Within the 3 rounds, I was going to take him out. I didn't train or think, what happens if I don't knock him out? I've got to outbox the guy. And that was a mistake I made in that fight. But yeah, definitely in this fight I was a bit more cautious. I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't looking for a knockout when I was going in that ring. I was just looking to box. And just...
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I loved it. I enjoyed it. You know what?
You were really kind of full of energy in the days building up, weren't you?
Yeah, I loved it. I really did. I really did love it. I really enjoyed it.
OK, Scott Lansdowne, your promoter and manager, is here too. You enjoy watching him?
I did. I know I'm bound to say that, but I think anyone that was at the show, we had a great turnout, would say the same thing. His dazzling skills are beautiful to watch, and I'm so excited about this guy. I mean, I think with Barinder, we'll take anybody. I'm so confident with him. I just can't wait. Can't wait until he boxes again. He's so entertaining.
Now you've got an exhibition fight lined up with somebody we all enjoyed watching, fighting Chris Eubank quite a few times. Nigel Benn, how did that come about?
Well, Nigel Benn's a personal hero of mine since I was a little boy, and he's just, for me, he's the greatest fighter that Britain's ever produced, bar none. I just loved everything about him, his intensity, the way he fought. It came about through the connections I've been lucky enough to come across in boxing. They gave me the offer. They said they're doing business with him. In fact, a guy that I work with all the time is managing him now.
How old is he now?
He was born in '64, I believe.
Yeah,
but to be honest, it doesn't matter. Like great guys like that, they just know so much and they're so great. To be honest, I think Barinder's been blessed with his chance because he's stepping in the ring with a true legend, and I think it's just marvellous, and Barinder can get a chance to show his stuff against such a great man. So,
Barinder, how did you react to the news that you were going to be fighting Nigel Benn?
Well, Scott rings me up and he says, right, hear me out, sit down, and I almost fell over when he told me. And it's funny, I was talking to my mum about it, and me and my mum used to love Nigel Benn. I used to love Nigel Benn, Eubank days, and we can remember sitting on the sofa and watching ITV. Remember ITV Fight Night, Friday night? Yeah, we
all remember that.
I grew up watching when I was 13, 14 years old. Who would have thought when I hit 29 I'm going to be swapping punches with Nigel Benn? Watching this guy growing up on TV. People say, what if you get knocked out? I said, I said, there's more chance of me probably fainting and saying, Nigel.
Listen, I've been in ring with Nigel Benn's enough, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I think, it's just an honour even just to meet him, never mind swap punches with him. It's going to be great.
Lovely chap. Leicester's Barinder Singh then is going to be an exhibition fight against Nigel Benn, the former WBO middleweight and super middleweight champion, as I remember. That's at the Liquid and Envy nightclub, and the bout's taking place on the 15th of December. I should be going on to talk to Nigel Benn as well on that particular evening, I think.